The fuck? Alright, there we go. Still Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, peep gang. We got to talk about this, man. I'm just not leaving Texas Roadhouse, man. Finna go devour some shit, man. Tear a steak off. But peep gang, man. To what degree do these judges need to be punished for, man? To what degree do they need to be reprimanded? Because this just can't keep going on. This just can't keep going on. It's gotten to a point where we're just so desensitized to corruption that they'll just blatantly do the shit in our face. They'll just blatantly do it in our face. There's no way in hell Charlo won 117-111 against Castano. There was no way Canelo Alvarez could have scored a draw. A split decision against Floyd. Like, I don't even recall him winning a round that match. How do you get past Manny Pacquiao losing to Jeff Horn and Tim Bradley? At what point do we start to hold these bitch-ass judges accountable, my nigga? And not just the judges, but whoever spearheads these promotional companies. When do we put them niggas on the hot seat? Throw them niggas in the frying pan. Nah, man, y'all niggas gotta go. Because what niggas don't get is this, man. I keep saying it. These niggas go in the ring and damn it, they are literally putting their life on the line to entertain us. They getting choked for it, nonetheless. But this is also the entertainment business, man. And these niggas is literally putting themselves in harm's way in order to, entertain us. It's a fucking gladiator arena. Just for some bitch-ass judge to turn around and it'll reward a nigga something that he didn't deserve. When do they get reprimanded for that shit? Like, I'm really getting tired of these judges, man. It's just getting to a point where it's just a slap in the face. Like, last year, motherfucker was texting during the fight. I need answers to this, man. What are proper punishments for these judges who just blatant misconduct? What do we do? How do we reprimand these motherfuckers, man? How do you say, nah, man, like, he shouldn't be. I'm talking public chastisement, fines, suspensions. You got to go back to judging on a fucking like local shows that don't even get televised. So you got to be a judge on like on somebody's pro debut in Omaha. I'm talking to that degree, because this shit is getting ridiculous, man. How they could just sit here and play with these people's lives and their fucking reputation and their records and think that this shit is acceptable. That shit pisses me off, man. These like, it's literally equivalent to a dude sitting on the couch, ain't threw a punch in his life, but quick to pass judgment. What's wild is this, though. Their vote is the ones that actually count. So when you got Al Bernstein and Harold Letterman, rest in peace to him, and anybody else, and the Morrows and all of them cats, when you have them doing unofficial scorecards, it's unofficial. Those three judges ringsides, those are the votes that matter. So when you have one of those judges with a wide-ass scorecard to the point where it's just not even, they don't even try to hide it and be fucking discreet with it. They're just blatantly saying, yeah, man, we got paid off 17-11 in favor of Charlo. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? Like, what? Are you serious right now? That shit, that's lunacy. And it's unfair to the competitors who go through all of the aggravation of putting themselves in a position to win the fight, getting into shape, being away from their family, putting their body through torment to be able to compete at the highest level possible, just to get to the fight, win the fight in the eyes of everybody's eyes, and be fucked over by these bitch ass niggas on the ringside seat with ringside seats and a fucking scorecard that matters more so than anybody. That shit is sickening. And it's something that needs to be dealt with. and you promotional listen, man, this isn't the motherfucking the Genoveses and the Gambinos controlling the motherfucking, but this ain't that. The niggas ain't even like that like in today's era. But their foothold was so deep in the in corruption in that sport that it still resonates today. The people were to the point where it ain't even the Italians running shit. Everybody else, all right, cool, they keeping the corruption afloat. They keeping the corruption afloat, and they don't give a fuck about who it is that they disappoint. They don't give a fuck about a rider's reputation. They don't give a fuck about none of that. We are in an era where if you lose, it can literally make or break your career. They'll disregard the fact that, yo, man, you's a warrior. You went out. You know what I'm saying? You had a good fight. No, all they can see is a loss under your win-loss column. That's all they give a fuck about. I'm seeing people argue, oh man, he lost. He can't be pound for pound. He lost. Like just dumb, stupid, fuck nigga shit like that, man. That's how lost people are in boxing today. Floyd has tainted a lot of these fans with thinking that you have to retire undefeated. And if you lose value. No. And because of that, I mean, you got to think about how many people that point resonates with. So it's a multitude of motherfuckers who feel like if you lose, you are in your value, your stock is dropped with one loss. Anthony Joshua gets chastised for that one loss, even though he came back and completely boxed dude's ears off. He gets chastised for that one loss. So you put your fate and your livelihood in the hands of these bitch ass judges just for them to turn around and play you like that. That's unfair. That's real unfair, man. Niggas is doing rigorous training to put yourself. I don't think people understand. Like, if you've never been in the ring, fuck the actual boxing match. Thousands of crunches, thousands of push-ups, medicine balls, footwork drills, 9 minutes of step-ups. We just talking about the calisthenics of it. We just talking about that. Getting you physically ready. Physically. Miles upon miles of running. Dieting. You know, that's just the physical aspect of it as far as getting your body right. We ain't even talking about actual training and putting yourself through the gauntlet of pain and sparring and, you know, drag amounts of rounds on the mitts, drag amounts of rounds on the bags. We ain't even talking about that. We just talking about just what's gonna put you in a position to perform at your best. Now you couple in sparring. Now you couple in the mitts. Like, come on, man. This shit is just getting ridiculous. And they don't give a fuck about how blatant the act is that they're doing. They don't give a fuck. You lost the fight. Why? Because Al Heyman paid me off. Bob Arum paid me off. That shit is just, it's getting deplorable, man. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that, man. It should not be like that. That shit is fucked up. Niggas go through all that shit, all the torment they go through just to get to the ring and get denied undisputed. Like, come on, man. This shit gotta stop. This shit has to stop. And nobody is reprimanding these motherfuckers. They just get free will to do whatever it is that they do. Nelson Vasquez needs to be put on he needs to be thrown in the frying pan. Put that nigga in the circle. Shout out to my Chicago niggas. He needs to be chastised for what he did. That was an egregious scorecard that man fucking put. They're not even trying to hide the shit. They didn't even try to hide it with Floyd and Canelo. This shit is baffling How somebody can sit there and do that shit and not be reprimanded for it. The most they'll get is chastised. We'll know their name, but that's where it stops. They'll still end up being in the seat doing this shit to another fighter. This is what I'm talking about with integrity, man. The power of $1. Yeah, everybody need money. I get it, but it should not supersede integrity. If you give a fuck about this sport, you give a fuck about them judges that go on that motherfucking on that table. You give a fuck about the referee. This is shit that is necessary because they immediately impact the fights. Get these bitch ass judges the fuck up out of here, man. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. You know what will stop niggas from doing that? Let them get in the ring and train and get punched in the face by somebody. Then they'll understand how they'll understand the seriousness of what's going on. They'll understand how it feels to get stolen on. A lot of these niggas ain't been punched in the mouth before. That shit don't feel good. It don't feel good. It don't feel good getting your nose busted up. It don't feel good having the brim of your nose blemished, your eye black, your head hurting from countless amount of shots to the head, your body aching, you waking up in the middle of the night feeling like you finna throw up because all the body shots you done ate. Let them go through that so they can see what it is that niggas go through to get in the position that they are in. To be able to compete for the world, to see and feed their family doing what it is that they love to do and entertain us in the process. Let them go through that pain and that suffering. Let them go through that aggravation, man. And I'm all for it. And man, listen, man. Fuck them niggas. I'm about to go eat, man. That shit got me mad. Fuck them hoe ass niggas. Peace.